It's truly incredible. Truly incredible. It's so incredible that it's every year, isn't it? All right. Well, we're doing this. So, where do we start? I haven't been making Mets videos for a bit because I figured I'd wait. I figured I'd wait for the end of this series because this series was going to give me an idea of who they are. This series was going to tell me the story. And we have discovered that they are maybe not who we thought. Were the lights too bright for them? Are you not ready? Are you not ready for this? I mean, wow. This sucks. And to the fans watching that have been watching since 2007, watch that collapse. Oh, you must be you're either so numb to this or I'm so sorry for you because you must be feeling you're feeling twice as painful right now because it's just a constant. They have the wild card they can play now. Sure. And sure, they could still technically win the NL East. But you're telling me the Marlins have a chance of sweeping the Braves? Oh my God. I'm at a loss for words. It's crazy. It's crazy. The Braves are a great team. But at the same time, there is no denying that the Mets did nothing. Or I should say, they didn't play good baseball. And I have been beating the drum since, I don't know, the end of August, maybe? And I was told I'm crazy. And people are going to think that I wanted to be right here. No. You think this is fun? You think this is fun for me? You think I wanted to be right about this team not doing well? The problem was you saw the flaws. You could see them. If you opened your eyes, you could see them. When you are not playing good enough baseball against the Miami Marlins, against the Washington Nationals, the Pittsburgh Pirates, you struggled a bit against them. Sure, you won most of your games, but some of it was mostly because of the fact that the Pirates just couldn't play good enough baseball. The Chicago Cubs, you get swept by them. If you've been paying attention, you could see with your own two eyes that this is not good enough right now. And I hate to have to be like this. I hate it. I hate that they aren't playing good enough baseball. But we're in this spot. We're in the spot. This is where we are. And it's crazy. It's crazy. You and me, I did it the other way around. You and me have the same amount of hits as Francisco Lindor has in the past 2 games. And he's getting paid millions. You and I, we're making nothing. And I hate to be that guy, but because him and Alonso have been carrying this offense. Carrying. But they were nowhere to be found this series. Nowhere. The only guy that was noticeable this series was Jeff McNeil. That's it. That's it. Can anybody name anyone else? Maybe Vogelback because of this game? You're still not convincing me there. And the Mets had such a great opportunity to win this last game, which is what stinks the most. They had opportunities. You blew your chance in the second inning with runners on the corners. Sorry, not runners on the corners. First and second. The next inning was runners on the corners. James McCann hit into a ground out, though. Guillorme struck out before that, and Canha popped out before that. You see the problem here. You see the problem. And they had to feed Francisco Alvarez to the Wolves. Not just because of the fact that Darren Ruff got hurt, but because he has not been good enough. I'm trying to figure out where to go here. Where to go with this, because I'm all over the place. I'm all over the place. I understand it's a combination of the Braves being one of the best teams in baseball and them not losing, and the Mets still playing some solid baseball here and there. But if you just... you could just realize, too, this offense doesn't have enough. They don't. And you should not be missing Starling Marte this much. You shouldn't. If you're missing Starling Marte this much, then you do not deserve to win the World Series. Starling Marte, for how great he is not an MVP level player. He is not. You should still be winning these games. And even Starling Marte being in the lineup does not solve the fact that Mark Canha was basically invisible this series. What did Luis Guillorme do? What did Eduardo Escobar do? What did Tyler Naquin do? Don't get me started on James McCann. Alvarez, again, just fed to the Wolves here. Mark Vientos, nothing. Would it have mattered? It's a serious question here. Would it have mattered? You blew your opportunity in the third to add on some runs. And yeah, Kenley Jansen come in for a third straight night, and you couldn't even put together a quality AB against him. I don't know. I don't know. Is this team ready for the Padres? Because not a chance in hell they win the division anymore. Not a chance. Not a chance. And there's no one to blame but themselves for this. No one to blame but themselves. You had the easiest schedule, and you dropped way too many games that you should have won. Your top three starters were not good enough this series. They weren't. Let's say it how it is. They weren't. And the bullpen was great. Except for Tyler McGill's outing, and then the Seth Lugo home run tonight allowed. The bullpen was great. Bassett only gave you 2 2/3. DeGrom gave you 6. Scherzer gave you 5 2/3. You didn't get enough from these guys. You didn't. And quite frankly, though, even if they were at the top of their game, what does it matter? What does it matter when this offense is incapable of scoring runs. And it all circles back to the deadline, doesn't it? All circles back. And in reality, I mean, I should say, I hope Billy Epler feels this way. I hope that he feels that if he could go back at the deadline, he would have redone things. Because you're seeing what happened here when he didn't acquire a big-time bat. There was clearly glaring holes, but Darren Ruff, Daniel Vogelback, Tyler Naquin were the answers, apparently. Not Trey Mancini, JD Martinez, Christian Vasquez, even Wilson Contreras. Sorry. Too much William Contreras from the series. And too much Dansby Swanson. And Matt Olson. They're a good team. They're a good team. And I would have liked to have seen the Mets be more competitive, but the fact that they can't get the offense going here scares me going into the playoffs. And I want to be wrong. I want to be wrong. You have this national series to get your act together so you could heat up going into the postseason. So, let's go. Time's ticking here. Time is ticking. And yet Pete Alonso saying before this series, it's fun to be in a scenario like this. Fun? Fun? For who? For who? For you? It was fun losing these games? So this series was competitive? What was fun, Pete? What was fun? Tell me. I'm sure it's not having fun. You have one series left to get it together and to prove to me that you can make a run here. The offense does not show up in this national series. I'm scared. I will hope I'm wrong, but I'm scared. Because the biggest key heading into the postseason in baseball, especially, not just in baseball, actually, in most sports, the key is going into the postseason, riding on momentum, and being a great team. You want to go in hot. And right now, nope. And for those that do feel Starling Marte is very important, well, congratulations, but now we're in a scenario where, because now that you're going to play in the wild card, what's the timeline looking like here for Marte? You needed that extra time here you need to buy extra time here for Marte. And now, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Is he going to be ready? The lead was, what, over 10 games at one point? Over 10? I don't know what to say. The Braves fans watching this, congratulations on the NL East. And you guys deserved it at the end of the day. Because your team showed balls, showed compete. Meanwhile, the Mets, with the bright lights on them, folded like a chair. They folded. And I don't know if this is news to anyone, but that's not a recipe for winning. It's not. So, like I said, Braves fans, congratulations on the series. Congratulations on the NL East. And I hate to say it, but yeah, congratulations again. They were just a better team, and they just played great baseball and got us. They got us. For the Mets, like I said, you have one more series to prove to me, prove to the fan base, prove to everyone that you are legit here. Because you can get 100 wins right now. Well, you're close to 100 wins, I should say. And it won't matter. You go into the playoffs ice cold and lose to the Padres. None of that matters. Everything that you did was for nothing. So, are you going to get it together and show up and play like you did post-trade deadline and play like you did before the deadline too? Or are you just going to throw your hands up and because you're in the wild card now and you can't handle the pressure and you're going to lose? That's for them to decide. And quite frankly, I don't know. I hope I'm wrong and they end up making a run here. But they are making it hard to believe. They are. That is going to be it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching this one. I'm sorry that I was all over the place. If you enjoyed it, leave a like. Subscribe if you guys are new. Turn on your notifications so you know when I upload the next video. And I will see you in the next one. Let's go Mets, I guess.